From Richwoods Community High School in Peoria, Illinois, we're moments away from the beginning of the IHSA 3A Boys Basketball Playoff Bracket. And tonight we get things started with a regional semifinal doubleheader, the first of which, the Richwoods Knights battle the Metamora Township Redbirds. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us on ClutchSportsIL.com. Alongside John Camosa, it's Larry Larson in with you. And John, these are two teams that had very successful regular seasons. Metamora, the top-seeded team in the subsectional. Richwoods coming in seeded 6th, but their record 17-8, 8-2. They were pretty successful in the Big 12, and Metamora is the Middle Illini Conference champion. These two teams have won a lot this year.
Yeah, they have, and you throw the records out the door to start the postseason. Metamora, obviously, he's got a target on their back being that top seed here. Richwoods playing on their home court tonight. They're going to want to come out and make a statement here in the regional semifinals, but this should be a good game. We'll see a lot of good talent on the court tonight.
And John, we have seen these two teams a handful of times this year. Last time we saw Richwoods, they took down Manual in overtime. That was one heck of a game for them. Last time we saw Metamora, it was on ESPN 1011 here in Peoria, and Metamora took down Morton. That was their last game. That was last Tuesday. Here it's over a week later. Do you think that has any effect on tonight's game?
Yeah, it might have a little bit. I feel like Metamora and Richwoods both have practiced, obviously gotten primed and ready for the postseason here, but it's a fresh start, like we said, records out the door. Metamora in that game against Morton, a big statement win there. They really contained Morton from shooting threes. I think that's going to be key tonight for the Redbirds, as Richwoods is a team that really likes to shoot it, and that's what they're going to go to.
And as for Richwoods, John, what do you think the keys to the game for them are? Because we've seen them play very well this season at times. We've seen them play very poorly at times this season.
Yeah, I think it's all going to be containing the basketball, limiting turnovers. We saw that against Manual. You mentioned that win that they had where Manual came back late at home. Richwoods started out the game up 23 at half, really dominated there on the offensive glass, was able to get rebounds and second chance points. Second half, turnovers really hurt them. And if you look at that in tonight's situation, it's not a team you want to turn it over against in Metamora because they can really make you pay.
Moments away from the national anthem and then the starting lineups here at Richwoods. Metamora and Richwoods coming up in the 3A regional semifinal. Winner advances to play the winner of Washington versus Peoria, and you can listen to that game coming up at 7:30 on 1011 ESPN Peoria. And the losers' season comes to an end. John, nothing better than this. The fans filing in here in the gym. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's going to be a packed crowd, especially for that second game as well with Washington Peoria High. So these fans are going to continue to fill this place up. We're going to have an electric atmosphere tonight for the postseason. Looking forward to it.
It's now time for the national anthem. We'll turn our crowd mic up and let you listen in to our nation's national anthem. We'll be right back with more pregame here in a moment.
Richwoods Knights and the Metamora Redbirds. It is just one in a statewide series that is known as America's original March Madness. While schools in other states, colleges, and universities enjoy this time of the basketball season, remember that the first cases of March Madness were diagnosed in IHSA schools over 100 years ago. Nobody does it better. So enjoy tonight's portion of March Madness. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise as the Richwoods Band performs our national anthem. The colors this evening being presented by the Richwoods Marine Corps Junior ROTC Color Guard.
A rousing pre-recorded rendition of our nation's national anthem is played, and we're about ready for basketball here inside Richwoods High School. Moments away between our first 3A regional semifinal tonight here at Richwoods. It's the Richwoods Knights and the Metamora Redbirds. Starting lineup's about to get introduced here, John, but before we get them to you, how about some players to watch for both sides?
Yeah, we'll start with Metamora, the top seed here, and the Redbirds. You're going to have a lot of different players to actually watch tonight. 5 guys in that starting rotation we're going to see here in a minute that can really light up the score. But I'm looking at Ethan Kaiser tonight, had that big game against Morton, especially in that big one against Washington. Look at Zach Schroeder. And then Tyson Swanson. Tyson Swanson's a guy that can really light up the scoreboard's been averaging double figures night in and night out, so that's going to be a guy to watch. And then don't forget Drew Tucker as well.
Absolutely, and Metamora just so deep, and it seems like that depth has only gotten better and better as the season has gone on. And that's what's so scary about the top-seeded Metamora Redbirds. The Richwoods starting lineup getting introduced right now, and we'll get that to you here in a moment once we have the complete lineup. It's not yet posted on the scoreboard, and now it is. Here's the Richwoods starting lineup as they suit up in their traveling greens with gray numbers and gray text across the chest. Javon Brewer, a 5'8" senior guard, starts in the backcourt alongside a 5'10" senior guard, Carlos Beck. Moving into the front court, it's Jalen Brown, a 6'2" senior guard, Jeremiah Welsh, a 6'5" senior forward, down low with Jamari Winfrey, a 6'2" senior forward. Those are the Richwoods Knights. These are the Metamora Redbirds, and it starts with a freshman, Matthew Zobrist, standing at 6'2". He'll play the guard spot. Zach Schroeder, one of the captains for this Redbirds group, a 6'3" senior, gets the starting nod as well. Ethan Kaiser, subject of so much preseason attention, gets the starting nod for head coach Danny Greaves here tonight, a 6'6" junior. And the starting lineup is rounded out with Tyson Swanson, a 6'2" junior, as well as Drew Tucker, another 6'2" junior. John, crowd is on its feet. They're ready for some playoff basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Looking forward to this game. And going back to your point, Larry, I think the 3 guys that really stick out for Richwoods, they're going to be a main factor in this game. Jeremiah Welch, Jamari Winfrey, and then Jalen Brown. Those are the 3 guys that have really stepped up big for the Knights this season. So should see a battle test right now.
Metamora will move from right to left. Richwoods from left to right. The officials are ready to go. The ball's bounced twice, tossed in the air, and the tip-off is won by Ethan Kaiser and Metamora. Drew Tucker will walk it up for the Redbirds in the game's first possession. Slings it to the left wing to Tyson Swanson. Now hands off to Zach Schroeder. Pulls up at the free throw line. Kicks out to Kaiser, who lobs down low, looking for Swanson. Tries a fader. Couldn't get it. Rebound volleyballed around into the hands of Jalen Brown and the Richwoods Knights.
Exactly the shot they wanted right there with Swanson. He's so effective in the paint.
Jamari Winfrey at the free throw line for Richwoods, slings it out to the right wing into the hands of Jeremiah Welch. Now back up top to Brewer, and he resets. The 5'8" senior guard dances on the dribble, pulls up at the free throw line, kicks it over to Welch, gets it back, and works it around the horn. Winfrey tries a 3, and he got it from the left wing.
Talked to Metamora coach Danny Greaves before the game. He said trying to limit their 3s right there. Richwood starting out hot early.
Drew Tucker jets ahead to the other side, turns the ball over. Carlos Beck lays out on the far sideline, trying to reach for it, could not get control. So it's out off of the Knights. Redbirds basketball trailing 3-0, 7:04 to go in the opening quarter. Schroeder inbounds into the backcourt, and Drew Tucker will walk it up. Gets a screen from Kaiser behind the timeline, and now gets across. Lobs to the left wing to Swanson, now into the hands of Schroeder at deep left. He lobs down low to Swanson. Redbirds working around the horn. Drew Tucker, corner 3, and he drains it. We're knotted up at 3.
Metamora able to match, showing off their 3-point range right there. Drew Tucker, nice knockdown.
Javon Brewer takes it up for the Knights. Passes to the right wing to Beck. Thought about the 3, takes a hip-high dribble back up top near the Richwoods shield. He was looking for a bounce pass back to Brewer, but he wasn't there. So that's a turnover for the Knights. In a game like this, John, you can't have mental lapses like that.
Yeah, we talked about it in that game against Manual where the second half really ate him up with turnovers right there. Another little mental mistake leads to a turnover. Metamora trying to capitalize.
Zobrist inbounds the basketball to Drew Tucker. He runs the show for the Birds. Lobs it to Schroeder. He was shoved a little bit as he received the pass. Tosses to the right wing to Swanson. Hands off to Tucker. Now up top. Kaiser, 3 and 1. Kaiser swishes the triple from the top of the arc and gets fouled after the shot. He'll go to the free throw line for one more. It's 6-3 Metamora.
And got over there a little bit late on defense. Couldn't stop himself from running into Kaiser, but not a guy you want to leave open from beyond the arc there. Ethan Kaiser's been so effective in these last few games.
Kaiser really turning on the Jets at the end of the season. Foul called on Winfrey there. Kaiser's first trip to the line for either side. His free throw is up and good. Kaiser, the 6'6 junior, a handful of mid-major offers. Been turning heads since he was in middle school with his dunks. 7-3 Metamora. Richwoods basketball moving from left to right. Quick trigger 3 from the left wing from Jalen Brown is too strong. Rebound into the hands of Schroeder and the Redbirds.
That was another key for Metamora, too, able to contain the glass, get those rebounds. So far, they're showing that early.
Swanson in between the circles. Passes to his left to Schroeder. Rolls inside the paint, kicks to the corner. Zobrist, 3, nothing but nothing. Rebound loose into the hands of Beck, and it's out off of Beck. Ball will stay with the Redbirds. Redbirds dressed in their home whites tonight as the higher seeded team here in the regional. Schroeder will inbound from the left of the basket. Looking for Kaiser on the perimeter, needs to get it in. Now he lobs it over the defense into Kaiser. Kaiser quickly pops it to Tucker. He drives inside and swings it to the corner for Schroeder. Redbirds reset up top with Zobrist. Now it's Schroeder inside the paint. Bounce pass down low, no look, and it's a turnover into the hands of Brewer. Skip pass ahead to Beck as Richwood sets up the offense. Brewer between the rings, passes to Brown. He pulls up from 15 and knocks it down. It's 7-5 Metamora. 5:10 to go, first quarter.
Nice perimeter jump shot there from Jalen Brown. It's where he really finds his touch there around the free throw line.
Drew Tucker drives inside, tries the layup, and it rolls off the rim. Rebound goes to Richwoods. Brewer across half court. Swings it to the left side. Beck, reversal pass to the right block to Welch. Tries a spinning shot and can't get it to go. Partially blocked by Kaiser. He pulls in the rebound. He wants to go coast to coast, and he had it stripped at the right block. It's out off of the Knights. It'll stay here with the Redbirds. 4:41 to go, opening quarter. Metamora leads 7-5.
Metamora really following that game plan too early on, trying to get inside. That's when they're crucial, or I should say that's when they're effective, when they can get inside to the basket there.
Lobbing inbound pass goes to Kaiser from Schroeder. He tries a turnaround jumper, and he's blocked by Winfrey. Rebound to the Knights. Brewer across half court at the left wing. Guarded on defense by Tyler Mason. The sophomore just checked in for the Birds. Winfrey in between the circles. Passes back to Carlos Beck. He dances on the dribble, deep left. Picks up his dribble, swings it to the corner for Brewer. Thought about the 3 in the left corner. Now feeds Welsh at the left block. Back out. 3 from Brewer. Rattles in and out. Rebound to Metamora. Schroeder across the timeline to the right wing. No look pass to Mason at the right wing. Mason got knocked down and lost the basketball, and now it's a tie-up at the right wing between Brewer and Mason. And the possession arrow favors the Knights.
Richwood's able to get it back there off a turnover. Metamora turning the ball over a little bit too. Pays off for Richwoods here. We'll see what they can do on this possession.
Richwoods could tie it up with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Brewer walks it across the logo. Hits Beck with a pass to the left wing. Back down low to Winfrey. Tries the layup. Good. And we're knotted up at 7. 3:50 to go in the first. So key to get Winfrey going early. He's got 5 of Richwood's 7 points. Drew Tucker moves it across the timeline for Metamora. Guarded tightly by Beck. The crowd loves it. He gets by Beck for the blow-by layup at the left block. Metamora back in front.
And we've seen him do that so many times this year, Larry. Drew Tucker, when he can get inside and blow by his defender, that's when he is effective at the rim.
Brewer between the rings, gets downhill at the right block, picks up his dribble and hands off to Winfrey. Kicks over to the left wing. Beck tries the 3 off the attachment. Rebound goes down to Mason. Mason lobs ahead to Kaiser, who takes it up. Underhand pass to the left wing to Schroeder. Rolls around a screen, pulls up from 14. Got it. He is automatic from that range. Zach Schroeder has his first bucket, and Metamora has an 11-7 lead. 3 minutes to go in the first.
Yeah, we've seen him take a lot of those same looking jump shots against Washington and Morton. He can really knock those down when he's open.
Brewer bounce passes to the right wing to Beck, feed down low to Wells, tries to lay up through traffic and can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Metamora. Schroeder, shifty on the dribble, past the timeline, downhill to the right block, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Zach Schroeder is just one of those players. When he makes one shot, chances are he's going to make a few more. When he gets hot, he's on fire.
Yeah, and he's such a dynamic player. We just seen that jump shot from him. Nice perimeter jump shot. Comes right back down, charges the lane, able to draw contact. It's a guy that could get out and shoot the 3 as well. So a lot of different factors into his game that pays off.
That foul takes us to our first media timeout. 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first quarter here in the first game of 2 here at Richwoods High School today. Metamora and Richwoods battling for a chance to move on to Friday's regional title game. Loser goes home for the season. It's 11-7 Metamora over Richwoods. And we will take this break to remind you that Clutch Sports Media is your home for all the biggest playoff action here this week. Girls sectionals, we'll have you covered tomorrow night. We're going to have another doubleheader. One game, Canton playing for its first ever girls basketball sectional title. We'll have that for you from IVC. And then, of course, Morton and Washington. All Mid-Illini girls sectional final. That'll be streamed live on our YouTube channel. All audio broadcasts from LaSalle, Peru. And then on Friday, we'll have the regional title here at Richwoods on 101.1 ESPN Peoria, and we will stream live the regional title game over at Limestone. A lot of good teams over there. Those semifinals tonight as well. But here at Richwoods, Metamora leads Richwoods 11-7. Zach Schroeder going to the line out of the timeout. That foul on Beck. That was his first. Team's second. First free throw up and good from Schroeder. Senior generally pretty darn good at the free throw line. He's got 4 early points. Takes a deep breath. Takes one dribble. Bends at the knees. Shoots the second. And it's too strong. Rebound loose. And it falls into the hands of Winfrey.
Yeah, in a game like tonight, every free throw counts. So both teams are going to want to hit these.
Metamora leads 12-7. Richwoods sets up the offense in the right corner. Jared Jackson passes it up to Brewer. Jackson just checked into the game for the Knights. Brewer drives inside, dishes down low, looking for Jackson. Pass deflected, and it's out off of Metamora. Ethan Kaiser signaling to his hands, saying he thought it was tipped out of Richwoods, off of Richwoods. That's not the call here. The officials are discussing it on the right baseline.
The officials are talking about it, so see if they stay with this call or reverse it. They do.
They reverse it. Metamora going the other way with it. Things are starting to bounce Metamora's way here early. It's a fast-paced game. Both teams probably want to pick up that tempo. Richwoods brings some full court pressure. Schroeder inbounds to the sophomore Mason. He gets by his man Brewer to get it across half court. Now it's Drew Tucker in between the rings. Shifty on the dribble, gets by Brewer. Hands off to Kaiser at the right wing. Now it's to the left wing to Mason, and he is fouled. That is against Brewer, his first.
Yeah, Larry, and that's one thing about Metamora playing in the Mid-Illini Conference where a lot of teams like to slow the tempo. They can play in that half-court set, but they can also come over and play a fast-paced tempo game, so they're very balanced that way.
Off the inbounds pass from the right sideline, it goes into Schroeder, tries to lay up from the left block, no good. Rebound Kaiser, tries a second one, and he doesn't get it. This time the rebound goes to Brewer and the Knights. Michael Walmer into the game for the Knights. Has it in the right corner, thought about the three, tosses it back up to Brewer. Hip high dribble. Brewer slows it down. The junior swings it to the right wing to Jared Jackson, the 6'2 sophomore, drives to the free throw line. Short, awkward pass to Welch. Bounces the dribble out back beyond the perimeter. Hands off to Brewer at the right wing. Brewer over to Winfrey, tries to drive baseline. Pulls up at the right elbow. Doesn't shoot. Swings it out to Jackson. Redbirds fans making some noise. They love this defense. Brewer with it at the top of the arc. Guarded closely by Mason. Drives inside into the paint. Contested layup. Got it and one.
Great move there from Brewer inside and able to get the contact.
An impressive shot from Brewer. 5'8" senior, or junior, drives by the sophomore Mason. Mason's first foul against the Redbirds, first bucket for Brewer. His free throw chance at the stripe, got it off the front of the rim, and Brewer has 3. That lead is cut down to 2 points. It's Metamora 12, Richwoods 10. 1:10 to go in the opening quarter. Schroeder trapped in the backcourt, lobs it across to Kaiser, lobs down low, looking for Swanson, and he lays it up using no backboard at point-blank range. Lead back to 4.
Metamora able to break that press and get inside. We've seen them do that a couple times effectively so far in this first quarter.
Under a minute to go in the first. Brewer with it at the Richwoods Shield at half court. Passes into Womer, and he traveled at the left elbow. So Metamora will have a chance to hold for the final shot if they want. Already leading by 4. Led for most of the contest. Richwoods has tied it up once since it was 0-0. At the dead ball, Winfrey checks out of the contest. And Corey Weisinger checks in. Open 3 from the corner for Kaiser. Couldn't get it to go. Early shot in the possession. Richwoods hauls in the rebound, and Jared Jackson walks it up. And now the Knights can hold for the final shot if they want to. It looks like they will. Brewer holds it at half court. Metamora not pressing, and now Mason will. Swung to deep left side to Jackson. Tries to drive by Schroeder. Dances back out. He's got 12 seconds. Jackson downhill, kicks into the corner. It's with Burnside. Burnside hands off to Brewer, and he was fouled. And Richwoods will have an inbounds play from the left sideline with 7 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Redbird sub Devin Dunn checks in for Mason after he picks up his second foul.
Chance for Richwoods to cut it to 2 or 1 with a 3.
Jackson heaves into the backcourt for Brown, drives inside, step back on Kaiser, 3 short, rebound, and a chuck at the horn falls short out of the hand of Greg Burnside, and that's how the first quarter ends. After 1, it's Metamora 14, Richwoods 10. John, your thoughts on that first quarter? It started fast and then started to slow down.
Yeah, it did, and it was a good shot there at the end from Richwoods. Had an open look, but Metamora able to get inside, breaking that press, like I said, and Richwoods hanging right there with them, able to get some rebounds, but it's been a back-and-forth game. It did slow down the pace a little bit. I think both teams are starting to turn the ball over a little bit, trying to go back to their game, but right now, Richwoods, the number 6 seed, within 4 points, quite the first quarter.
And John, of course, you always want to be winning the contest, but I think if you're Richwoods, seeing that Metamora is the number 1 overall seed here in the regional, you can keep this game close, single digits at halftime. You got to figure, of course, you've got a chance to make this a game or even come out with the upset in the second half.
Yeah, certainly. You got to obviously stay within single digits. They would want the lead preferably if they can get that here in the second quarter. But Metamora, not a team you want to be down by 10 or 11 points at halftime because they can really pull away. So right now they're within 4. I think they're looking to come out and make a statement here in the second quarter. But Metamora trying to keep that pace up and look for shots inside with Tyson Swanson and Drew Tucker.
Almost ready for the second quarter. Metamora leads Richwoods 14-10 at the start of the second. Metamora basketball moving from right to left. It's inbounded to Drew Tucker, and he gets it across the timeline, guarded by Carlos Beck. Spins on Beck to get to the left wing, picks it up and swings it to Devin Dunn. Dunn feeds Schroeder in the post, tries to back down Brown. He gets the shot up and the foul. Schroeder going to the line for his second trip to the free throw line tonight. Schroeder has already got 6 points.
Yeah, nice job of finishing that through contact. Just a player that can really get inside.
Correction, Schroeder at 5 points right now, and this free throw gets him to 6 to lead all scorers. Metamora 17, Richwoods 10. Big possession here for the Knights. Beck with it between the circles, and there's an off-ball foul. An illegal screen called against the Knights. It's going the other way. John, that could be a costly foul. Metamora with a 3 could make this a 10-point game.
Yeah, it's going to be critical to limit those mental mistakes here in the second quarter. Don't want to give Metamora an advantage if you're Richwoods. Metamora trying to pull away though.
Drew Tucker walks it up across half court, drives into the paint through contact, gets the layup off the window, and good. Tucker with 7 points. Now that's the game high, and Metamora leads by 9, 7:10 to go second quarter. Jalen Brown thought about the pull-up jumper for the Knights. Works it back out at the right wing. It's back now up top. Winfrey tries the three, comes up short. Rebound hauled in by Schroeder. Schroeder walks it up for the Redbirds, hip-high dribble, works it around the arc into the corner for Tyson Swanson. The junior drives inside, gets the hook shot to go through contact. Tyson Swanson and Metamora on a roll. Swanson has 4 and Metamora has an 11-point lead. Timeout Richwoods.
Yeah, just a quick start here in the second quarter for the Redbirds, but they're going right back to their game, getting the ball inside. Zach Schroeder, Tyson Swanson, they've built their advantage to 11 now, but Richwoods gonna have to stop the bleeding here. Need a big stop, try to force some turnovers if you're the Knights.
And John, Richwoods has the home court advantage tonight, playing this regional on its home floor, but the crowd here tonight has really been in favor of Metamora.
Yeah, a lot of Metamora fans right underneath us here on this visitor side. But Larry, like he said, those turnovers have been costly here for Richwoods to start this game, and Metamora really taking advantage.
It'll be Richwoods basketball out of the timeout, moving from left to right. They'll inbound on the far side of the court, far baseline. Jalen Brown inbounds to Markel Newsom. Heaves it ahead to Beck, and he breaks the full court press. Beck the heave up to Welsh, and he finishes the alley-oop.
And if you're looking for a little spark and some momentum, that one will get the fans back into it.
Welsh's first bucket. Lead back down to 9. Now that crowd's making some noise. Tucker drives inside for the Redbirds, and he gets the left-handed layup to go down. How's that for a response? Tucker with 9.
Nifty move there from Tucker, able to get up and under and finish with the left hand.
Neeson takes it up for the Knights. He's at the right corner, looking for Winfrey in the post. Doesn't hit him. Heaves it back up top, looking for Beck. Almost an over and back. Somehow it wasn't, and now the officials call it. John, Neeson was looking for Beck at the left wing. Passed backwards. Beck wasn't there again. He stumbled, tried to save the ball, but he wasn't able to.
Yeah, we saw that same thing in the first quarter too. Made a pass, player was looking away, so they really got to get that together here if you're Richwoods and know where you're at all times on the court. Limit those little easy passes there.
Metamora leads by 11, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Drew Tucker with it for the Redbirds. Swings it to the right wing to Swanson. Surveys his options, dribbles between the legs, looking for Kaiser, and he passed it out of bounds. Kaiser cut a little bit too early as Swanson was looking for him with a pass, and it sails out of the left sideline.
Yeah, same thing we just saw there on the Metamora side, just miscommunication there. Leads to a turnover. In a game like this, you're going to try to have to limit those.
Opportunity for the Knights. Neeson hands off at the right wing with Jalen Brown. Drives inside, left-handed dribble, Euro step, left-handed layup high off the glass and in. An impressive shot for Brown. Lead back down to 9. Schroeder trying to inbound with full court pressure, gets it into Swanson. He's double teamed, passes backwards to Tucker, and the pressure clears out. Tucker walks it up, spins at the logo, closely guarded by Beck. Passes to the left side, Swanson. Now down low, Devin Dunn drives baseline, looking to get it back out to Swanson. He does. Finds Schroeder open on the left wing. Bounce pass down low, looking for Dunn. Rebound loose. Schroeder gets it back, spins the layup up. Couldn't get it, but he's fouled.
Nice job for Schroeder to be there, able to draw contact again. He's been effective at the free throw line tonight. Chance for 2 more if he can convert.
Foul there on Beck. That's his second. And that's the team's 6th foul. First free throw up and good for Schroeder. He's got 7. Jackson comes back in for the Knights, and Beck heads to the bench with 2 fouls. Richwoods trails by 10, 24-14, 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Schroeder spins the ball, shoots the second free throw, and it rattles in. He's up to 8, and that lead is back to 11. It's where it's been for the last handful of minutes for Metamora. Neeson takes it up for the Knights, drives inside, picks up his dribble at the free throw line, back out. Jalen Brown drives inside, got the bucket and one. Jalen Brown trying to will Richwoods back into this game, John.
Yeah, and able to get that over the extended arm of Ethan Kaiser. It's a tall wingspan to get that up and over, but nice finish there from Brown and able to add one more here at the line.
Foul on Kaiser, his first. Brown takes 3 dribbles, spins the ball in his hands, shoots the free throw, and it tickles the twine. Brown up to 7 points. That leads all scorers for the Knights. The Knights again throw the full court press at Metamora. Schroeder inbounds to Kaiser. He's picked up by Winfrey, back into the contest. Now it's with Tucker. Tucker working around a screen from Kaiser, finally crosses the timeline. Trying to drive on Jackson, doesn't have much room. Gets it to Schroeder at the free throw line, spins through the paint, and he's fouled before the shot. Richwoods looking for the travel. Their fans cannot believe it wasn't called a travel, and now the officials reverse the call and call it a walk.
We've seen that a few times already in this game where the calls have been reversed. Officials discussing it, I believe, 2 or 3 times already. Richwoods able to get it back, and they've really stepped up their defensive pressure.
Neeson sets up the offense, swings it to the left wing. Brown, quick trigger 3, got it. Here come the Knights. That lead is down to 5. It's 25-20, 4:20 to go in the second quarter.
Some momentum back here with the Richwoods Knights.
Tucker jets ahead for the Redbirds, finds Swanson open at the top of the arc. He hands off to Kaiser, and he lost it into the hands of Brown. Brown in transition, pulls up from the left wing, almost traveled. No look pass into the paint for Welsh. He's in trouble, lobs it over Jackson's head, but he hauls it in at the deep left wing. Jackson slows it down. Richwoods in a frantic pace these last few possessions. Brown, 3 from the top of the arc, and he got it. Brown putting the team on his back these last few minutes, and all of a sudden the Knights are within 3, 25-23.
You could say that one was a heat check there from Brown, able to answer.
Back-to-back threes from Brown. Metamora looking for an answer. It's a pass down low. Swanson finishes the layup at the right block off the assist from Schroeder.
It's a big response there from the Redbirds, able to silence the Richwoods crowd.
Winfrey drives inside for Richwoods. Can't get the layup to go through contact. And Kaiser comes down with the board. Swanson at half court passes backwards to Schroeder, and he gets it across the timeline. Trying to drive on Jackson, picks up his dribble, lobs inside the arc for Swanson. He finds Schroeder open on the left wing. He drives the left block, swims through 2 men, can't get the first layup to go. Tip shot, no. Third rebound goes to Zobrist, and he gets it to go. The freshman picks up his first points, and the lead is back to 6 for Metamora, 29-23, 2:50 to go in the second quarter.
That was a great heads-up play there for Matthew Zobrist, able to get that off the miss from Schroeder and put it in.
Neeson slows it down for the Knights, passes to the right wing to Winfrey. He drives inside, and he gets tied up with Kaiser. Jump ball called, and the possession arrow favors Richwoods, so it'll stay here. And that takes us to our second quarter mask timeout. John, just when it looked like Richwoods running out of steam maybe, Jalen Brown putting the team on his back. Back-to-back threes after an and one. Cut that lead down to 2, but now it's back up to 6 for Metamora. Some really timely buckets for the Redbirds as the crowd got going.
Yeah, and we talked with Coach Will Smith before the game. He said this is a type of game where the players really got to go out and win it for themselves. We can coach, but they got to want this, and they're showing that right now. Jalen Brown with some huge responses from beyond the arc. Just like that, it's a game. Like you said, Richwoods looked like they were running out of a little steam there, but the momentum back in their favor right now.
And John, that was a great comment from head coach Will Smith. We didn't talk to him for very long. Generally, we talk to head coaches for a few minutes asking for keys of the game. We asked Coach Smith, hey, you got any keys to the game? He said, nope, players got to go out and win this one, no keys. So that goes to show you, it's IHSA playoff time. And of course, these games are big and the motivation is high. Winner moves on to Friday's regional title game. The loser goes home for the season. Richwoods the 6th seed in the subsectional. Metamora the top seed. Richwoods ball out of the media timeout. After the jump ball, it looked like Zach Schroeder was getting ready to inbound it for Metamora, but the officials caught that. Now there's some confusion among the crowd, but this is the right call. Yeah. It is Richwoods basketball. and Jared Jackson will trigger it in from the right side of the basket. Scanning, looking for options, and he bounce passes into Welsh in the right corner. Takes one dribble, passes back up top to Newsom. Newsom takes a hip-high dribble to the left wing, hands off to Womer. Feeds Newsom, back into the post to Winfrey on the right side, zips it to the free throw line. Winfrey gets it back. Winfrey drives inside, pulls up from 14, and he misses left. Rebound into the hands of Swanson and Metamora. They lead by 6, 2:10 to go in the second quarter.
Big possession here for Metamora, chance to extend this lead a little bit more.
Schroeder between the circles, zip pass down low, knocked away into the hands of Tucker, into the paint, head fake, puts up the shot, can't get it to go, and the rebound falls into the hands of Welsh and the Knights. Newsom across half court with it to the right wing, into the right corner for Womer, now back up top into the hands of Jackson. The sophomore passes to his left, back into the hands of Newsom. Pulls up at the free throw line, tries the jumper, and it rolls off the rim. Long rebound into the hands of Swanson through the contest of Jackson. Redbirds push the pace. Schroeder, no-look pass into the corner. Kaiser drives baseline, looking for the dunk, tries the layup instead, and he's fouled hard. He hit the deck hard, John. We heard that all the way up here, and he's still on the ground in pain.
Yeah, not good, not a player you want to lose here, but
comes up limping. He'll get a trip to the free throw line, and John, Kaiser got it in that right corner, had a shot fake, faked out his defender. You saw that baseline open, and anytime the baseline's open for Kaiser, that means trouble.
Yeah, you know he's clear for takeoff if he gets that lane, and then right there, elected to go with more of a layup there instead of the dunk, but took a hard spill. Already has that knee brace on his left knee, so not a player you want to see get banged up if you're head coach Danny Greaves.
Looks like Kaiser's going to stay into the contest, which is good to see. Kaiser taking a knee beyond the arc, tying his shoe right now, and now he'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul there called against Jeremiah Welsh on the help defense. That's his first. Kaiser with 4 points, shoots the first free throw, and it rattles in and out. Much to the chagrin of the Metamora faithful, and Richwoods student section has sort of presence. They clap it up. Kaiser gets the basketball back. Spins the ball in his hands. Second free throw goes down. So Kaiser splits a pair. Metamora leads by 7 with a minute and a half to go in the first half.
If you're Richwoods, you want to get a bucket on this possession here.
Foul before a shot from Richwoods. Jalen Brown tried a 3 at the left wing, and Richwoods is called for a block on the offensive end.
Another costly mistake there for the Knights. Metamora able to get it back and really run this clock down and play for another basket.
Foul on Womer, that's his first. Metamora with the basketball in a 7-point lead, minute 20 to go in the first half. Slow walk up from Drew Tucker, one of the point guards for this squad. Passes to his left into the hands of Schroeder at the deep left wing. Now to the deep right wing, back to Tucker. Guarded by Womer, drives, crosses over, into the paint. Scoop shot layup, too strong. Strong rebound from Brown and the Knights. Newsom walks it up. Hip high dribble at the left wing. Crosses over twice. Now walks it to the right wing. Looking to drive inside, instead passes to Welsh at the right wing. Welsh to Brown, pulls up from 16, and the jumper is off. Good box out from Kaiser, and he gets the rebound. Redbirds heave it ahead to Swanson. Back out, Schroeder at the three-point line. Now to Kaiser, thought about the 3, pulls up from 14, and he got it. Kaiser getting the mid-range going, and Metamora is back up by 9. 30 seconds for Richwoods to get a bucket.
Well, Richwoods getting a probably hold for the last shot here. Don't want to give Metamora another chance to go up double digits like you talked about.
Newsom at half court drives by Zobrist. Inside the paint, turns around. He's got 15. Hands off to Womer at half court. Guarded by Schroeder. 11 on 11. Uniform numbers. Womer drives to the arc. Hands off to Newsom with 4. Womer pulls up for 3 with 2, and he banks it in at the buzzer. Richwoods gets one last bucket in the first half, and Metamora leads 32-26 at the halftime break. John, boy, did the Knights need that shot.
Yeah, Michael Womer, who's been quiet on the offensive side, hadn't had too much playing time here for the Knights, probably hits one of the bigger shots of the first half for Richwoods. Just like that, right back into this ball game.
And John, key takeaways from that first half before we step aside for a break.
Yeah, I would say both sides limiting those turnovers. So you've seen Metamora turnover lead to a Richwoods basket. Richwoods turn the ball over, lead to a Metamora. I think that's crucial for both teams, really stepping up on the defensive end, trying to limit those turnovers on offense.
Metamora leads Richwoods 32-26 in the 3A regional semifinal. Winner moves on to Friday's regional title game, and the loser goes home. And of course, these two teams, whichever win, will await the winner of the matchup between Washington and Peoria High. That game coming up at 7:30 approximately. You can listen to that game on 101.1 ESPN Peoria. For now, we're going to step aside, take a quick break. Jonathan Michael and Gavin Russell will bring you a little halftime analysis here in a moment. Stay tuned. You're listening to Clutch Sports Media's coverage of the IHSA 3A Boys Regional Playoffs.
Welcome back into the dungeon here at Peoria Richwoods High School for the IHSA 3A regional semifinal between Metamora and Richwoods. Jonathan Michael here along with my color analyst, Gavin Russell. Gavin, a pretty interesting first half that we saw, an exciting first half as well. Metamora leads by 6 at the break, but Richwoods has responded pretty well.
They have 32-26, Metamora up at the moment at the break. Metamora kind of jumped out to a bit of a lead at one point, up around double digits at a couple points in this first half. But Richwoods responded nicely, and I was interested to see how they would do. Metamora is a team that can really take off and run with it and kind of put it out of reach very quickly. So Richwoods responded really well. They had Jalen Brown, number 13, who's currently Richwoods' leading scorer. He had a couple of very, very clutch threes, and of course we love clutch plays on Clutch Sports Media. So yeah, he hit some big threes, but overall they've had a couple of players step up and they find themselves trailing by just a few points.
Yeah, certainly, and Jalen Brown stepping up real nice for the Knights. Threes on back-to-back possessions, and Gavin, we saw before the halftime break that Richwoods, they made another three, but it was called off due to a moving screen. So this game could be a one-possession game after Metamora led by almost double digits at one point. But going back to the Redbirds, a balanced scoring attack from them. I mean, Zach Schroeder has 8, Kaiser has 7, Tyson Swanson with 6, Drew Tucker with 9. Everybody's chipping in, and that's kind of what you expect from this Metamora team, where anybody can hurt you on any given night.
That's completely characteristic of what we normally see from Metamora. They're a very deep team. I think coming into the year, a lot of focus was on the star players of Ethan Kaiser, Zach Schroeder, but you see how many players can make an impact, particularly Tyson Swanson and Drew Tucker kind of highlighted that list. But up and down this roster, Metamora has guys that can make a difference, make a big impact on both sides of the floor. We're really seeing that on full display tonight. They got to keep it going, though, because Richwoods is definitely going to make a big push. Metamora, though, in a good spot up at half.
Yeah, certainly. Nice play from Metamora. We talked about the Knights, but a great first half played by the Redbirds here in hostile territory at the Dungeon at Richwoods High School. And Gavin, one more thing I wanted to touch on here during halftime is 2 very different styles of play being played by both these teams. Metamora, they're hardly, seems like they haven't taken any shots from outside of the paint. Meanwhile, Richwoods, on the other hand, gotten a lot of points from 3. They're shooting from the perimeter, and they've got most of them to go down in the second quarter, but 2 just very different styles of play.
Well, that's kind of how they have played all year. If anybody's ever watched Metamora, you know, they like to get into a good set on offense. You know, they don't necessarily always move quickly up the floor. They look for quality shots, and they take quality possessions and make the most of it. They've gotten to the line to shoot some free throws several times. As for Richwoods, they're a team that can do a lot. They can hurt you in multiple ways. Right now, the three-point game is working, shooting from the perimeter. Haven't really had those opportunities in the paint, which may have been a defensive focus for the Redbirds. Maybe we'll see some game plan shifts here. So far, working pretty good for both teams, as we've had a pretty good amount of scoring in this first
half. Mine for Richwoods, get Jamari Winfrey going. He's sitting at just 5 points right now, so I think that will be key. If he can compliment Jalen Brown, Richwoods has a decent shot coming back tonight. And for Metamora, I would say that, you know, just keep on feeding it down low, draw some fouls, get to the line. They have to make them, though. We've seen Metamora miss a couple down the stretch on occasion tonight, or excuse me, this season, rather. But anyways, toss into your keys, a quick key for each team.
Well, for Richwoods, I think they got to play better defense in the paint, got to play better defense in the post. They're jumping on way too many pump fakes. They're not getting enough rebounds. They got to limit the offensive board, so they got to really try to take care of the painted area on defense, try to clean up on the glass a little bit more. Kind of to your point about Metamora, my key's very similar. I would say they need to continue to take it inside, but don't become free throw reliant. They can't just expect to get fouled every time. They got to continue to take it hard to the hole. They had several and-one opportunities in the first half. Continue to just try to make the shot, and if you get fouled, that's an added bonus. Just continue to play solid ball. Both these teams have a big task ahead of them coming up in the second half.
Definitely good insights and keys there, Gavin. We'll toss it back to Larry Larson and John Camosa. They'll have the rest of the second half here on ClutchSportsIL.com. Metamora leads Richwoods 32-26.
Coming out of halftime, it's the Metamora Redbirds leading the Richwoods Knights 32-26 in the Richwoods Regional semifinal. Winner moves on to Friday's regional title game, and the loser goes home for the season. Larry Larson, John Camosa back in with you. John, about 30 seconds until the second half gets underway. How about some keys to the second half for both sides?
Yeah, keys to the second half, I think, for Richwoods is limiting those turnovers, which I said right before halftime break there, and then controlling the offensive glass. I think getting some second chance points. We've seen Metamora get a lot of defensive rebounds, which has led to baskets on the other end, and trying to clog that paint there inside. Metamora getting to the basket with ease right now. as far as Metamora, continue to play the game you've been playing, getting some defensive stops, and then getting to the basket, and being able to draw contact. I think they're playing that same type of game they played against Morton the other night.
8 minutes on the clock in quarter number 3. The whistles blow, and we're back underway here at Richwoods. Metamora basketball moving from left to right. They lead 32-26. Drew Tucker takes their cross half court to the left wing to Swanson. He hands off to Schroeder. He drives inside, pulls up from 14. Off balance jumper, rolls off the rim. Rebound loose. Swanson swats it out of bounds off of Jalen Brown. A heads up play to keep possession with Metamora.
Yeah, little plays like that. Swanson able to get over there and throw it off of Welch. You got to get those rebounds.
Drew Tucker in front of his bench looking for options and gets it into Schroeder near the left sideline. Schroeder around a screen from Kaiser, pulls up at 15, lobs it back to Kaiser, down to the left corner. Tucker drives baseline and slams it home with one hand. A tomahawk dunk from Tucker starts the second half scoring.
And we've seen him throw down some ferocious dunks this year, but that one really got the crowd going.
Metamora by 8. Richwoods looking for a response. It's Brewer between the circles, dribbles with the right hand to the right wing. Gets it to Beck. Brown thought about the 3. Head fake, step back, tries the 3. It's off the attachment. High rebound to Swanson. Metamora with it across half court. Zobrist in the right corner. Lobs up top, or now it's around the horn to the left corner. Back to Tucker. Shifty on the dribble, trying to drive on Brown. Gets it back up top to the left wing. Schroeder in the corner, drives inside into the paint. Picks up his dribble, tries an off-balance shot. No, gets the rebound back. Tries a second shot. Couldn't get it. And Metamora takes a timeout. Danny Greaves saw that Schroeder was in trouble, so he helps him out there and burns the Birds' first timeout.
Yeah, Schroeder really showing his dominance down low, misses a shot, able to grab his own rebound, then got it knocked away, gets it again. If you're Richwoods, you really got to get those defensive rebounds down low. Metamora owning the paint.
6:48 to go in quarter number 3. Winner go home here in the IHSA 3A regional semifinal. Winner moves on to Friday. Loser goes home for the season. Metamora leads Richwoods 34-26. They've led for this most of this one. Out of the timeout, Metamora inbounds, and Matthew Zobrist was fouled as Kaiser was looking for him from the right side of the basket. Foul on the floor. First one of the half against Richwoods. That foul is against Brewer, his 3rd. Metamora inbounds and lob it up to Kaiser, and he finishes with one hand off the assist from Swanson. Metamora leads by 10.
Seen him run that play a handful of times this season. That one pays off again for the Redbirds.
Richwoods looking for a response. Quick 3 from Brown, too strong. Rebound to Kaiser through traffic. Metamora with a chance to push the lead beyond 10 now. Schroeder drives inside, spin move at the left block, layup through contact. No, Kaiser gets the rebound, and he's fouled. Kaiser is really a threat on the boards here in the second half, John.
Yeah, they've just been able to get inside and really assert their dominance down low, getting those second chance points there. It's paying off for the Redbirds.
Kaiser going to the stripe. His first free throw is good. Metamora leads by 11. 6:19 to go in quarter number 3. Some subs in for Richwoods as Brown and Brewer head to the bench. Welsh as well as Jackson come back into the contest. Michael Wolmer in as well. Kaiser's second free throw rolls off the rim. Kaiser with 10 points now. Richwoods with the rebound. Back across half court with it. To the left wing to Winfrey. Now it's back between the circles. Takes a standing dribble. Dribbles between the legs. Passes to Jackson at the deep right wing. Into Wolmer. Tries a 16-footer and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. John, he almost had the and one on a 16-foot jump shot. It's rare you see that.
Yeah, a chance for him to get 2 at the line here, make up for that missed shot. But if you're Richwoods, you really got to get on the board here. Gone about 2 minutes so far in the second quarter. Metamora's held Richwoods scoreless.
Foul there on Tucker as Wolmer knocks in the first of his 2 free throws. Wolmer with 4 points, hit the 3-pointer before the first half buzzer. His second one is banked in, a little old-fashioned there. Womer likes to use the backboard.
Yeah, kind of like the banked in three he had at the buzzer at the end of that second quarter. It's paying off for him.
Lead is trimmed down to 9. Metamora 37, Richwoods 28. Kaiser across half court for Metamora, passes to his left to Schroeder, drives inside, finger roll off the glass and in. Lead back to 11, and Schroeder has 10 points. Richwoods once again searching for a response. Jackson drives downhill, kicks out of the paint to the left wing to Winfrey, has the chase down the pass, and he gets a handle on it. He's between the circles, looking for some options, pulls up from deep, and his three is off. Rebound to Zobrist and Metamora. He passes ahead to Schroeder. He takes the dribble across half court, trying to go coast to coast, and he gets another finger roll off the glass and in from the right block. It's 41-28 Metamora.
How about Schroeder just able to get inside tonight? It's going to force a timeout for Richwoods. Metamora is rolling.
Redbirds fans on their feet as they lead 41-28 with 5:10 to go in quarter number 3. John, Knights need an answer fast, and I think head coach Will Smith knows that.
Yeah, he does. They're only 2 points of this quarter so far at the free throw stripe, and Metamora is just really doing it all, finishing it around the rim with 2 ferocious dunks, one from Ethan Kaiser, one from Drew Tucker, and just getting to the basket with ease right there. Zach Schroeder able to get inside, and we talked about a key for Richwoods is containing those rebounds, but right now Metamora is just doing a great job of corralling those offensive boards.
And John, what's the message for Metamora? Because they've been pushing the pace hard, but boy, has it been working.
Yeah, I think Coach Greaves is probably telling his guys to continue to attack and up this score. I mean, they got a great lead right now. They want to continue to roll with this momentum, and I think if you're Richwoods, you got to get some type of stop here to cut into this lead.
5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Metamora leads Richwoods 41-28 in the IHSA 3A regional semifinal. Loser goes home for the season. Winner moves on to Friday's regional championship game here at Richwoods. The Knights trying to defend home floor, but they've got a tall task in front of them. Their ball out of the timeout, moving from right to left. Ball is inbounded by Womer into Jackson. Passes to his left to back at the right wing. Now reverse back to Jackson in the right corner. Dribbles up top to the right wing. Drives inside, trying to look for some room on Swanson. Kicks it to Winfrey, and he was fouled on the floor. Winfrey took one dribble, started Euro stepping. The Metamora fans were looking for a travel. They didn't get it, as Winfrey was fouled before maybe he took an extra step. Foul there on Schroeder, his first. Richwoods will inbound from the right side of the basket. Beck into the corner. Womer takes a dribble, tries the three, and doesn't hit anything. Soaring rebound to Schroeder. Schroeder takes it across the timeline, dribbling with the right hand between the circles, and he's fouled by Jared Jackson as he was trying to poke the basketball loose. Richwoods just trying to force mistakes right now, John.
Yeah, they're trying to. Metamora doing a really good job of containing that basketball. Richwoods just looking for some type of answer on defense.
Team's third foul against Richwoods, first against Jackson. Schroeder inbounding from the right sideline, heaves it into the backcourt for a waiting Drew Tucker. Working to cross half court again, and he does. Passes to the left wing to Kaiser. Deeper left wing, Schroeder drives inside. How about another finger roll? Not enough English. Spun it a little bit too much off the backboard. Rebound goes down to Winfrey and Richwoods. Jared Jackson, the sophomore, walks it up, passes to the left to Beck. Crosses over on the dribble, drives at the right elbow, pulls up, shot off the mark. Rebound to Schroeder and the Redbirds. He lobs it so far ahead to Swanson, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Swanson. So the Richwoods Knights will have another chance here. Still trailing 41-28, 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3.
And the key for Richwoods right now is just get the ball in the basket. Only 2 points in this third quarter. They got to get something going beyond the arc right now. They have had a cold stretch.
And you can see Beck, before he inbounds the basketball, gets it in to Markel Newsom, or rather Brewer. He was just catching his breath. Brewer, bounce pass inside. Brown tries a 13-footer and knocks it down. Brown continues to be automatic. He's got 15 points. Knights trail by 11, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kaiser gets the ball off the inbounds, heaves ahead to Tucker, and got a little contact in the paint. Metamora fans looking for a foul. Was not a foul. It's out off of Richwoods. So Metamora will inbound from the right side of the basket after the media timeout. Metamora 41, Richwoods 30, 3:43 to go, third quarter. John, Metamora just keeps on cruising. The only guy they don't seem to have an answer for is Jalen Brown.
Yeah, Jalen Brown able to create his own shots there, had a nice jumper, and then those threes he started hitting in the first half, but right now, Metamora's done a good job on defense on everybody but Brown. Brown able to get a shot, so I think that's a go-to guy if you're Richwoods. Continue to feed the ball to Brown and get back into this game if you're the Knights.
John, if you're Richwoods, do you maybe start working those threes into the game plan, or do you kind of stick with the hot hand in Brown and his mid-range shots?
Yeah, at the start of this third quarter, Richwoods took a lot of threes that weren't falling. I think if you're off right now, try to get to the basket, create some contact, get to the free throw line, and then go back to Brown, the hot hand, get some perimeter jumpers just to try to cut back into this deficit a little bit.
Brown, the leading scorer in this one with 15 to lead Richwoods. Metamora, a bit of a three-headed monster tonight. Zach Schroeder with 12, Ethan Kaiser with 10, and Drew Tucker with 9. Everybody chipping in a little bit for Metamora. Very balanced attack. That's what we're used to seeing from them. Richwoods trying to get Jamari Winfrey hot. He's got just 5 points, all those coming back in the first quarter. Metamora will inbound out of the timeout from the right side of the bucket. Schroeder looking for an option, gets it in. Swanson wide open for three, got it. Tyson Swanson's first three of the night gets him to 9 points, and Metamora leads by 14.
Comes off the screen there, good look from Swanson, able to take that wide open three.
Neeson passes in, Winfrey pulls up from 15, doesn't get the roll off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Kaiser and Metamora. Kaiser takes it up to the right wing, passes between the circles to Schroeder. Surveys the floor for options, rolls around a screen from Kaiser. Kaiser open in the paint, gets the basketball, feeds out. Drew Tucker, quick three from the corner, and that goes down through contact. No foul, but it doesn't matter. Metamora leads by 17, 3 minutes to go in the third.
Metamora really cruising in the third quarter, and they're torching it from beyond three-point range.
Brown on the dribble at the right wing for Richwoods. Passes back out. Neeson thought about the three, instead dribbles backwards. Knights taking their time. Neeson over to Brown. Brown double team. Kicks to the corner to Neeson. Head fake into the paint. Shot up. Good. And the foul. Neeson's first bucket. Knights needed that one, Joko.
They did. That was big for Richwoods. It's going to take some work, but if they can try to cut it to single digits here before the fourth quarter, that would play to their benefit, but that's going to be a tall task with how well the Redbirds are playing.
Neeson, the 5'9" junior guard, takes two dribbles, now three, bends at the knees, spins the basketball in his hands, shoots the free throw, it's off. Rebound tipped from Kaiser to Schroeder. Schroeder passes ahead the length of the court into the hands of Mason, and he gets a wide open layup for two.
Great awareness there from Schroeder, able to find the open Mason for that layup.
Richwoods again looking for a response. Jackson drives downhill, tries a layup from the left block, couldn't get it to go through traffic. Rebound to Kaiser and Metamora. Kaiser passes ahead to Schroeder. He lost his dribble at the right wing. Now it's reversed to the left wing. Into the hands of Mason. He drives inside, kicks back to Kaiser. On the dribble, he got tripped up, lost the dribble, rolls out of bounds. He gets tripped up, helped up by Jeremiah Welch of Richwoods. Out off of Metamora, so it's going with the Knights. 2 minutes to go. Quarter number three. Metamora 49, Richwoods 32. Winner moves on to Friday's regional title. Brown, pull-up jumper from 14, got it. And free throw extended left. And Brown continues to light it up. He's got 17. Still not quite enough so far for Richwoods.
Yeah, just continue to feed the ball to Brown. He's been the hot hand, the guy that's going to have to carry you.
Swanson drives inside for Metamora, got the foul and the bucket from the left block. Everything falling for Metamora, John. Doesn't matter if there's a foul, doesn't matter if there's contact before or after the shot. Redbirds shooting with confidence right now as they lead 51-34.
Yeah, everything's working from them or for them right now. Three-point shots, getting in the lane, shooting free throws. They're just clicking on all cylinders.
Swanson converts the and one free throw. He's got 12 points. Neeson on the other end drives inside the paint, floats it up over Kaiser, uses the glass to get the layup to go. Neeson starting to heat up. He's got 4 points. Metamora again lobs the length of the court, this time into the hands of Tucker at the right wing. He's double teamed, bounce passes out of it into Swanson, drives into the paint, kicks to the corner. Kaiser, three, got it. What's new? Metamora splashing the threes, and Kaiser is lighting it up. He's got 13.
Tucker, Kaiser, Swanson, they're all hitting.
Womer tries a three from the left wing for Richwoods, and it misses right. Rebound to Metamora. Under a minute to go in the third. Metamora 55, Richwoods 36. 19-point game. Schroeder rolls around a screen from Kaiser. Kaiser wide open, rhythm three, off the mark. Long rebound, chased down by Mason, and he tips it out off of Womer. An impressive play from Mason, the sophomore.
Just a great heads-up play there. Tyler Mason. Metamora's going to get possession again. Chance to extend that lead to 20. Or I should say 21 with the two.
Metamora putting up one heck of a shooting clinic in quarter number three. Ball inbounded from the right sideline into the hands of Zach Schroeder. He rolls to the left wing, kicks into the corner for Mason. Thought about driving inside the paint. Instead bounces back up between the circles. Hands off to Schroeder. He's wide open at the top of the arc. Passes to the right side to Swanson. Redbirds just playing catch right now in the backcourt, trying to hold for the final shot of the quarter. They've got 20 seconds left in the third. Tucker closely guarded by Jackson. Looking for some space. Good defense by Jackson. Pokes it away and comes away with a steal. Drives to the left block, and he's blocked from behind by Kaiser, but he's called for the foul.
Able to get the foul. Kaiser wanted that block. Officials say otherwise.
Foul called on Swanson, although Kaiser was in the vicinity. Kaiser playing above the rim so often tonight. He's got one dunk, a handful of blocks, but that one sends Jackson to the line, and his first is off. Too strong from Jackson. That's not going to help a comeback effort. DJ Porter checks in for Richwoods, getting his first action tonight. And Jalen Brown checks out. He leads the Knights with 17. Jackson still not on the scoreboard. Takes one dribble, shoots the second free throw, and it's too strong again. Jackson goes 0 for 2 at the line, and Mason is fouled after he hauled in the rebound. And John, if you're Richwoods, you need something to go right, either in the last 6 seconds of the third or quickly in the fourth, because this one might be out of reach.
Yeah, you gotta get the baskets flowing here, but Metamora trying to score one more here with 6.8.
Schroeder inbounds, chucks it the length of the court into the hands of Drew Tucker, and he's fouled. Rather, that's Swanson who is fouled. How about that pass from Schroeder, looking like a quarterback, really cocking the arm and slinging that thing the full way. Swanson fouled on the floor, 5 seconds left. Metamora will inbound from the left sideline, and it'll be Tucker to orchestrate the action.
Kind of plays to their advantage right there. They're getting the ball in the half court.
Tucker looking for an option. Pass deflected into the hands of Jackson. He's got 3. Jackson with 2, not across half court. Neeson takes a chuck from half court, and it just misses a little bit too strong. Misses on the left side of the rim. So after 3, it's Metamora 55, Richwoods 36. John, it just comes down to making shots, and that's all that Metamora did in that third quarter.
Yeah, they came out hot to start this postseason. They're really raining it down from three-point range, getting to the basket, doing a good job of rebounding, but right now it's all in favor of the Redbirds. Richwoods got to get some type of score here.
8 minutes on the clock left in the fourth, and John, desperation time, season on the line for Richwoods. Looking up and down their roster, Jalen Brown's been the only guy able to get going tonight. Winfrey has just 5 points. One of the senior stars for Richwoods hasn't been able to get going. It's either got to be Brown to will them back into the game, or somebody else needs to start making some shots.
Yeah, and that's what makes it difficult. You know, if they've been quiet pretty much the whole game, who's going to step up outside of Brown? Maybe look inside to Welch, get some baskets, but right now Metamora's defense has really just did a good job of containing them.
It's the top-seeded Metamora Redbirds leading the 6th-seeded Richwoods Knights 55-36. with 8 minutes to go in this one. Start of the fourth quarter coming up. It'll be Richwoods basketball moving from right to left. Beck inbounds from the left sideline, a bounce pass to Brewer, and he walks it across the Richwoods logo at half court. Dribbles between the legs, at the top of the arc, drives inside, scoop shot goes halfway down and bounces out. Kaiser the rebound, full hand pass, up ahead to Swanson, right block layup try, got it to go.
They're just doing a great job in transition. They open up this fourth quarter with a bang.
Brewer across half court, hits Brown at the right wing, looking for space on Tucker, drives back out, feeds back at the right elbow, and he's called for the travel. John, it seems like over and over we see Metamora just chuck the ball the length of the floor, and it works out almost every time.
Yeah, it has. They were able to draw some contact and get a foul the last time they did it to close the third quarter, and then 9 times out of 10 it leads to a wide open layup.
Kaiser dribbles across half court, slow and methodical this time, hands off at the right wing to Tucker, worked around the arc to Schroeder at the left wing, looking for options inside, instead dribbles backwards and passes the right wing to Kaiser, lob pass down low, Tyler Mason, a layup try, and he got it at the right block.
The Knights just don't have an answer inside.
Mason with 4 points, Metamora 59, Richwoods 36, 6:50 to play. Brewer at the top of the arc, drives inside, scoop shot high off the glass, rattles around the rim and in. An impressive try for Brewer, getting that to go over the much bigger Kaiser. Metamora breaks a press, Mason across the logo to the right wing to Tucker. He thought about the three, dribbles backwards instead, guarded closely by Beck, dribbles to the right wing, hands off to Kaiser, to the left wing Schroeder, and the Redbirds were looking for Kaiser at the right block, and the pass was deflected out off of Jamari Winfrey. Mason was looking for him on the feed, and it will be inbounded by Zach Schroeder on the left side of the basket. He slaps the ball, puts things in motion, surveys his options, hits Kaiser in the left corner. Kaiser dribbles inside the paint, running hook shot, rolls in off the back of the rim. Kaiser with 15, Metamora with a 61-38 lead, and it's a blowout here in the first round of IHSA 3A Regionals. Richwoods turns it over off of a pass as Welsh was in the corner looking up top for Beck, and he threw it over.
Yeah, another costly turnover, and at this point in the game, those are probably going to lead to a Metamora basket. They're scoring at will right now.
Metamora will inbound from the right sideline. Tucker surveys his options, heaves it into the paint for a wide open Schroeder, and he lays it in from the left block. Schroeder with 14, and Metamora cruising to a berth in the 3A regional title game here at Richwoods on Friday, 63-38. Winfrey in the paint, fades away, one-handed shot, couldn't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Metamora, and Kaiser slows it down. Bounce passes backwards to Schroeder. Schroeder across the timeline, right-handed dribble, kicked into the corner to Mason. Now back up top, Tucker. Tucker inside the paint, off-balance layup try, fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Metamora can continue to just keep getting inside, but this one just feels out of reach for the Knights.
Foul there against Brown. And so up next for Metamora, assuming they do hang on to this gargantuan lead, they'll play the winner of Peoria High or Washington on Friday. And either way, whoever wins that game coming up next, and you can listen to it on 101.1 ESPN Peoria, it's going to be a good one. Tucker knocks in the first free throw. He's got 13 points. Metamora with a real chance to push this game to 30 points. Luke Hopp checks in for Metamora. First time we've seen him tonight as Mason heads to the sideline. The second free throw goes down for Tucker. He's got 14. 64-38 Metamora. On the other end, Jackson drives into the paint, tries a scoop shot, can't get it to draw iron. Metamora rebound. Drew Tucker across the timeline, lost the handle on the dribble, and it's a turnover. Beck picks it up, and he was fouled as he was trying to jet ahead in transition. Foul there against Tucker. John, interesting scoreboard error here as the team names have disappeared from the scoreboard. Now it's just random letters and numbers, but It's easy to tell who's in front. Metamora with a much bigger number, 64-38. Rather 65-38 as they just update the scoreboard. And on the other end, Richwoods drives inside, gets the bucket and the foul. Number 25, and what do you know, John? We don't have a number 25 on our Richwoods roster.
We don't. The unknown player, but all we know is that that was a great take inside, able to draw contact, and that's what Richwoods got to keep doing here in this fourth quarter.
Free throw on the end one missed. And Metamora gets the rebound, but not for long as Jackson takes it away. Jackson in the left block trying to get room on Kaiser, draws the foul, gets the shot up, and got it. Back-to-back and ones for the Knights. They're trying to go down with a fight. It's now 65-42. That's the second foul on Kaiser, and that takes us to the media timeout, or rather a 30-second timeout called by Metamora. We're not quite at the media timeout yet, John. Hard to believe. 4:49 to go in quarter number 4.
Yeah, the Knights trying to find a little spark here. 2 good possessions. They're able to get inside, draw that contact. And I think they're trying to get it back to at least 15 if they can.
Richwoods has trailed for most of this contest, beating the Redbirds 65-42. 4:49 to go in the contest. Richwoods on the ropes in their season. They need a gargantuan comeback if they want to make an appearance in Friday's regional title game. Metamora has a big edge right now. They're favored in this contest as the top seed in the subsectional. And one free throw from Jackson rolls off the rim. Rebound to Kaiser. He lobs over the defense to Swanson across half court. Kaiser in between the circles, and he gets fouled and tripped up. He's got a little bit of a, maybe he races to the bench to wipe off his hand before shooting the free throw. He's all good to go. Kaiser heading to the stripe already with 15 points. Dribbles once, bends at the knees. First free throw too strong. Rebound volleyballed around into the hands of Hop. Drives into the paint, kicks out to Swanson at the right wing. He thought about the three, instead lobs it back up to Tucker. Tucker draped on defense by Neeson. Drives by him, scoop shot attempt blocked, but a foul called at the right block. A lot of contact on that one. Jared Jackson visibly upset, playing with a little bit of frustration as the Knights are perhaps playing in their final game of the season, trailing 65-42.
And it appears Kaiser did have a little bit of blood on his hand. He's going to get taped up here by an assistant in between these free throws.
First free throw from Tucker up and good. He's got 15 points. The balance tonight for Metamora has been remarkable. Second free throw rattles in and out for Tucker, but 15 points for Tucker, 14 points from Swanson, 14 points from Schroeder, and 15 from Kaiser. On the other end, Jackson for Richwoods. Hands off, a drive inside by Smith, and he gets the layup and one more. Smith back to the free throw line. That's his second and one. A young player for the Knights getting some playing time here, and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, another great take from Smith.
Smith bends at the knees. His free throw too strong, so he stays at 4 points. Back-to-back and ones for him on shot attempts, but back-to-back free throw misses. Rebound to the Redbirds. There at the left wing, Tyson Swanson hands off to Zach Schroeder. Schroeder between the circles, drives inside, kicks into the corner. Luke Kopp, wide open three, falls short. Rebound into the hands of Jackson. And the Knights, Jackson goes coast to coast, blocked from behind by Schroeder. Rebound to the Redbirds. They chuck it ahead to Schroeder at the right block, off balance, layup attempt with his back to the bucket. Got it to go. Everything falling for Metamora. They lead 68-44. Smith pulls up from the elbow for Richwoods and drains the jumper.
Smith having quite the fourth quarter, though, for the Knights. They were looking for that score, and they found it in Smith.
Metamora takes it up. Tucker just across the timeline, slows down the dribble, spins inside, off balance shot. He was fouled before the shot. The officials wave off the bucket. Metamora was ready to celebrate another and one. There have been a few of them this game. 3:10 to go, or rather 3:18 to go in the contest. Foul on the floor, but Metamora in the double bonus now, so Tucker will shoot 2. And the first one goes down for him. He's got 16 points.
Number 5, Zobrist back in.
Zobrist enters the contest for Metamora. It's Schroeder, Zobrist, Kaiser, Tucker, and Swanson starting 5. Tucker's free throw falls short. Splits a pair again at the free throw line for his second straight trip. Richwoods trying to get something going to end this contest. Newsom step back 3 at the top of the arc. Bounces off the attachment and doesn't fall. Rebound to Kaiser. Bounce pass to his left to Schroeder. Schroeder takes it across the timeline. Hits Swanson with a bounce pass at the right wing. Now back to Schroeder near half court, and he was fouled by Newsom. The 5 for Richwoods is Beck, Newsom, Greg Burnside, Smith, as well as Jared Jackson, a bit of a younger group. Head coach Will Smith trying to get these fellas some playoff experience as that takes us to the media timeout. 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in quarter number 4, all Metamora. And the first game of a 3A regional semifinal doubleheader tonight at Richwoods. It's Metamora 69, Richwoods 46. Larry Larson, John Camosa in with you. And John, Richwoods has had no answer for Metamora's big shots, especially in the third quarter. That third quarter is so key for Metamora. They knocked down shot after shot after shot. I'd love to see their shooting percentage in that third quarter.
Yeah, they've really been so balanced offensively. They've been shooting threes. They've been getting in layups in transition, getting inside, finishing their free throws. I mean, they're doing it all. This is one of the better games we've seen them play all season.
Peaking at the right time, perhaps, and that's one thing that head coach Danny Greaves tells us every time we talk to him. He said, all of our players really haven't been healthy at the same time this year until now. They just got healthy last week, just in time to beat Washington in a de facto Middle-Illini Conference championship game. Out of the media timeout, Schroeder shooting a bonus free throw, makes the first. He's got 17 points, tie for the game high. Bends at the knees, second free throw, got it. Schroeder now with 18 for the game high. Metamora 71, Richwoods 46. Back, hands off to Jamari Winfrey, and he's fouled at the right wing. This game really crawling along here in the final minutes, Joko.
Yeah, it is. And it's a slower tempo here, but Richwoods trying to ease into it at some points. Metamora's just got an answer for everything.
Winfrey takes one dribble, shoots the first free throw up, and it goes down. Winfrey's first point since the first quarter. Luke DeFrance checks in for Metamora as Matthew Zobrist heads to the sideline. First time we've seen DeFrance tonight. His fans give Zobrist a nice ovation. Second free throw up and no good from Jamari Winfrey. Rebound falls to Tyson Swanson. He hands off to Zach Schroeder. Coming up next on the Clutch Sports Media family of networks, it's Washington and Peoria in the second regional semifinal here at Richwoods. Metamora gets a in-pass to the paint. Drew Tucker on the back door, lays it in for 2. Tucker up to 18 points. Richwoods on the other side trying to get something to go. Brewer drives into the paint, tries the off-balance layup, can't hit, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. As I was saying, John, we'll have Washington and Peoria over on 101.1 ESPN Peoria. You can listen to that one, of course, on the FM dial or online at espnpeoria.com. That pregame show underway right now with Jonathan Michael and Gavin Russell. They'll preview that matchup for you. And then we'll have the call for that second game over on 101.1. First free throw off from Brewer. Metamora has all but punched its ticket to Friday's regional championship, where they will await the winner of Washington and Peoria. Second free throw goes down for Brewer. He's got 6 points. And John, we were talking about it before the game with Metamora's folks from MTCO. Wouldn't it be something if we saw another Metamora-Washington regional championship? It'd be chaos.
Part 3, they split it 1-1 on the year, and man, that would settle the score there. That'd be something in the regional championship. But I think Peoria High is going to have come out here and have something to say to Washington. I think they want to put up a fight here in this opening round.
Drew Tucker is fouled near half court by Jamari Winfrey, his second foul. Tucker heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw rolls in. Tucker with 19 points. Metamora with a 74-48 lead, 2:16 to play in the fourth quarter. Winfrey checks out, and that could be it for him in his Richwoods Knights career. Gets a nice little ovation from the home fans here in the dungeon. Winfrey with his head hung, headed back to the bench. A tough way for his senior career to end. Metamora pulls the starters as well. Jake Nealon comes in. Kaiser Quick as well. Solomon Schwartz also in. And Drew Tucker will also check out after this second free throw. His second rattles in. Tucker finishes his night with 20. He heads to the bench. Jake Nealon in, as well as Briar Cremines into the game for the shooter Tucker. So it's a scout team lineup for the Redbirds now. Richwoods on the other end, trying to get something to go. Buddy Jackson on the dribble. Kicks out, Womer at the right wing. Step back baseline J off the attachment. Had enough English to roll in, did not. Almost got it to go. Rebound to Metamora. Luke DeFrance jets ahead. Passes into the corner, Solomon Shores. Drives into the paint, Nealon to left wing Cremines. Cremines dances on the dribble, drives inside, had it stripped away, and it's a turnover. Into the hands of Womer, 1:40 to go. Metamora leads 75-48. Now it's Montarian Wright at the left wing, one of the backups for Richwoods in the game. Lost the dribble, slings it inside to Buddy Jackson. Back out, Wright tries the three, it's too short. Rebound loose, back into the hands of Corey Weisinger into the game for the Knights. Womer drives inside, steps back from 15, line drive shot, too strong. Rebound falls to Kaiser Quick and Metamora.
Metamora still pushing the pace here a little bit. Some of these reserves want a chance to get in the scoring column.
Cremines at the right wing, slings it down low. Nealon tries a reverse layup, can't get it, gets his own rebound and finishes that time. Nealon's first bucket, under a minute to go. Metamora 77, Richwoods 48. Buddy Jackson dances on the dribble, drives inside, and he's fouled in the paint. John, these fouls keep piling up, or is it just me?
No, they do. It's definitely slowing the pace down of this first game, and a lot of fouls both ways, back and forth.
Buddy Jackson at the stripe, takes 2 dribbles, shoots the first free throw, goes down, nothing but nylon. 48 seconds left in this one. It's all but over. Metamora will move on to Friday's regional final matchup, where they will play the winner of Washington and Peoria. And again, that game coming up next on 101.1 ESPN Peoria. Pre-game show underway with Jonathan Michael and Gavin Russell on your FM dial. Second free throw too strong from Buddy Jackson. Rebound to Smith. He puts it back. That makes the score 77-51 in favor of Metamora. Richwoods gets the steal off the inbounds pass, and they call a foul against Metamora, much to the chagrin of the Redbirds fan base in attendance. They've been loud tonight. And that will send Richwoods to the free throw line. Foul on Cremines. Richwoods will shoot 2 free throws. Corey Atkinson to the free throw line. Thanks for joining us tonight. A lot more playoff audio coverage coming up for you this week. Tomorrow night it'll be Washington and Morton in the regional, or rather sectional championship up in LaSalle, Peru on the girls' side. Second free throw goes down for Atkinson. Metamora breaks the press. Solomon Schwartz, no look pass into the corner. Kaiser Quick drives down low and turns the ball over. We'll also have Canton and Normal U-High in the 2A sectional championship game over at IVC. Cody Roskins and Gavin Russell on the call. Smith on the other end for Richwoods drops one in at the right wing, or rather right block. Metamora turns it over near half court. The hands of Atkinson, drives inside, looking for space, and he's fouled by Cremines with 6 seconds left. And this could be Richwoods' last opportunity at the free throw line.
Richwoods doing a good job of getting some turnovers here with their reserves and able to get to the free throw line late in this game.
Atkinson, the 6'6" junior forward, will surely be a big part of the team next year for head coach Will Smith. First free throw goes down for him. That's his first. Takes a few dribbles, bends at the knees, shoots the second. Too strong. Rebound goes down to Kermeens as Weisinger takes a hard fall. Kermeens dribbles it out, and that's all she wrote. Metamora thumps Richwoods and wins by 20. Your final score, 77-57, as the Redbirds punch their ticket to Friday's regional championship game.
Yeah, just a great showing from Metamora tonight, able to really do it all offensively. Defensively, they got stops when they needed them, and Richwoods in that game in the first half, but Metamora just came out hot out of the gate in the second half to really pull away.
And John, the thing that sticks out to me is the balance for the Metamora Redbirds. You look at the scoreboard for them. 18 points for Zach Schroeder, 15 points for Ethan Kaiser, 14 points for Tyson Swanson, 20 points for Drew Tucker. Just remarkable.
Yeah, we said at the start of this game that you asked me players to watch. You said there's 5 guys on this court that can really score for Metamora. They showed that tonight, just how balanced they are in that starting lineup.
And John, Richwoods ends its season with a record of 17-9, 8-12 in the Big 12 Conference. Obviously, this is not conference play, but head coach Will Smith has a solid core moving forward. But I want to take a moment to congratulate Richwoods seniors, Javon Brewer, Carlos Beck, Michael Womer, Jalen Brown, DJ Porter, Jeremiah Welsh, Jamari Winfrey, Ethan Martin on great careers. That's a long list of seniors. Might be tough for Richwoods to maybe pick up more experience at least right away in the opening weeks next season.
Yeah, games like this, you always go back and watch, find out things you can learn from and pull those positives into next year. It's a building process there when you come off a loss like this. But Metamora, their seniors get a chance to keep playing, and they're looking forward to that regional title, I'm sure.
Metamora will take on the winner of Washington and Peoria. That game coming up next, and you can listen to it live on 101.1 ESPN Peoria, 101.1 on your FM radio dial, or online at espnpeoria.com. Joey Wright and John Camosa will bring you the call for that one, so hop on over if you're listening online to espnpeoria.com or tune it in on your old-fashioned radio. And, of course, we want to remind you that tomorrow night, Clutch Sports Media will bring you coverage of 2 girls sectional final games. Washington and Morton up in LaSalle, Peru. That game getting underway at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, as well as Canton and Normal U-High will also have that one live audio on ClutchSportsIL.com, also at 7 o'clock. And then on Friday, we'll have the regional championship here at Richwoods at 7 p.m. on 101.1 ESPN Peoria. And we will bring you the regional championship over at Limestone on video on ClutchSportsIL.com. But here in game 1 of a regional semifinal doubleheader inside the Richwoods Knights gym, Metamora defeats the Knights 77-57. John, your final thoughts?
Yeah, just a really good showing from Metamora. I thought that first half, it was well balanced. Metamora got a good early start. Richwoods able to hit that 3 from Michael Womer at the buzzer there to make it a 32-26 halftime lead for the Redbirds. But the second half was key. Metamora came out really hot, and Richwoods, after hitting some threes in the first half, they just couldn't get them to fall in the second half. And that ultimately was the turning point for Metamora, how they just pulled away with that lead.
Absolute dominance for the Metamora Redbirds tonight as they defeat Richwoods 77-57 and punch their ticket to Friday's regional championship game. That does it for our coverage tonight on ClutchSportsIL.com. Again, you can tune into Washington and Peoria. That game coming up next. Listen to it live on 101.1 ESPN Peoria. But for now, for my partner John Camosa, this has been Larry Larson bringing you the call. Thanks for joining us tonight. Be sure to join John and Joey coming up next on ESPN Peoria for the second game of our doubleheader. So long, everybody.